Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, classmates. Today we will tackle all about corporate social responsibility. In the previous modules, you have learned that business organizations have a role and responsibility in the society. But what really are the responsibilities of a business organizations? Corporate social responsibility. Companies are accountable for their actions and decisions and the results of those actions and decisions. Responsibilities are the things that we ought or should do, even if we prefer not to. For example, if your family has a dog and you are given the responsibility of feeding it twice a day, you have to do it even if you do not like the task, because the dog will go hungry and possibly destroy things in the house. Worse, the dog can get sick, and this will definitely cost money and restore its health back. All of this can happen if you fail to do your responsibility to the dog and to your family. Corporate social responsibility, or CSR, is a practice of business organizations that accounts for the social and environmental impacts that the business operation creates. Practicing CSR means that a business organization commits to developing policies and business practices that ensure sustainability of environmental resources, ethical treatment of employees, and protection of community welfare, among others. Business organizations have at least 3 social responsibilities that are described in these levels based on how demanding or binding the responsibility is. That is, how much effort is required from the business organization to put in to carry out the responsibility. The first and most demanding responsibility, which is called duty or obligation, is the duty not to cause harm to others. The second one, which is less binding than duty or obligation, is the responsibility to prevent harm at all costs. The third and last level is the responsibility to do good. Duty not to cause harm. A business organization has a duty not to cause harm, even if an action that may result in avoidable harm is not explicitly prohibited by law. If a company caused harm to a property or a person, and it could have been avoided by exercising due care or proper planning, then both the law and ethics would determine that the business organization should be held liable for violating its responsibilities. Duty not to cause harm is a practice of business organization that accounts for the social and environmental impacts that the business organization creates. Practicing CSR means that a business organization commits to developing policies and business practices that ensure sustainability of environmental resources, ethical treatment of employees, and protection of community welfare, among others. Responsibility to prevent harm. There are instances when a company does not cause harm but has the potential or the capability to prevent harm from occurring. For example, one of the biggest and oldest pharmaceutical companies in the Philippines created a subsidiary company in 2002 to market and to distribute generic medicines that are sold at cheaper prices to cater to the poor. Because of the lower cost involved in producing the medicines, the company is able to sell generic medicines at 20 to 75% cheaper than their branded counterparts. The main benefit of the people from this initiative is the availability of cheaper medicine, especially for the poor who cannot afford to buy the more expensive branded medicines. Responsibility to do good. The third level is the social responsibility to do good things and make society a better place, providing solutions to social issues and giving support to education, arts, and culture are some examples of activities or programs that business organizations can do in line with their responsibility. There are different views on how corporate social responsibility should be executed by companies. In this section, the different models of corporate social responsibility will be discussed and explained. Economic model. Companies have an economic responsibility to produce goods and services that correspond to the demands of the market. In doing so, they contribute to the growth of the economy and provide jobs to more employees as they grow and expand. This is referred to as the economic model of CSR. The emergence of business process outsourcing or BPO companies in the Philippines contributed to the significant growth of the Philippine economy and has provided employment for the Filipinos. Because of this, the government has provided incentives to BPO companies such as tax holidays, simplified import-export procedures, tax exemptions on imported capital requirement, and the freedom to employ foreign nationals. Philanthropic model. Philanthropy is defined by Merriam-Webster.com as the practice of giving money and time to help make life better for other people. The philanthropic model of CSR defines the free will of business organizations to contribute to social causes as a matter of philanthropy. Just as individuals are not really obligated or required to donate to charitable institutions, business organizations likewise have no strict obligation to contribute to social causes. However, individuals as well as business organizations are encouraged to partake in helping the society beyond what is required by the law and economics. Social web model of CSR. The social web model of CSR views a business organization as a citizen of the society in which it operates. As member of the society, business organization must conform to the normal ethical duties and obligations that are expected from a citizen. Every citizen has a moral obligation to respect human rights. This is the moral minimum that is expected from everyone, whether acting as an individual or making decisions for a business organization. For example, you may insist that you have the right of freedom to say anything you want to say, but that ends when you're already hurting someone else or you are being a threat to someone by expressing yourself. In business context, while organizations have the right to employ the people they need to run the business, they have the responsibility to provide the employees a healthy work environment and just a compensation for their work. Integrative model of CSR. While nonprofit organizations focus on fulfilling a mission that provides a solution to a social issue, there are also for-profit organizations that give utmost importance to finding solutions to social issues. These organizations include social entrepreneurship and sustainability at the core of their business model. CSR equals good business sense. There is no doubt that the society benefits from business organizations that do good and practice their social responsibility. These organizations, in return, also benefit from their CSR activities. As discussed briefly earlier, but business organizations earn good reputation from doing their CSR. A good reputation earns a positive image from the public, which may affect the public's purchase decisions. After all, if the people feel good about a business organization because it supports causes that are important to a particular set of consumers, they may feel positive about supporting the organization. 2. To feel good about themselves. If you are very particular about environmental sustainability, supporting a company that manufactures environmentally friendly products may be your top choice. Thank you. Thank you.